Alright, now I'm just going to do an OCC for this. And to do that, I'm going to have to put some of this back together. I'm going to put this collet back onto place. And I'll Shift D that and duplicate it over to here. Now, based upon my test, remember a long time ago, what happened when I tried to do an OCC with mirrored UVs? It failed. Okay? That's what it did. It failed. So this will fail too. In order to do this, let's say I want these to have some OCC on them. In this case, I'll take it and grab one of these and move it over here. Now they're not laying on top of each other. I have one here and one over here. One I'm going to keep and one I'm not going to keep. But it's there just to produce the OCC. So it's something very small and minute as far as that's concerned, but still that's a trick. OCC, this is 1024 by 1024, and I'll hit new. I'm going to keep this piece all by itself because I don't want the OCC burning onto that collet. I might use this in different ways, so it could be a faucet, it could be many things, so I'm not going to waste that. And then I go in here and bake. Ambient occlusion. And I'm going to put this margin back down to 1 or 0 because I got some stuff that's touching. That's weird. There we go. So that should show up under textured now. Yeah, good. Okay, now I got the OCC into place. And I can go over here, turn off my sync, hit L, and I can get rid of this one. And I can put this one back up here. The top one's always going to have a collet of some nature, so that's why I burned that one all by itself. This does produce a noise value in here too. Okay, now the trick here is these are 3 separate OBJs, but 1 texture. So for the whole entire mess, I'm going to go back in here and assign it the image of the color map. Okay. And then I found it faster to actually use GIMP. I mean, I could produce that fancy little trick that I showed you with the OCC and burn it out as a texture, but really I can do it a little bit faster here. There's that. Go back to Blender, switch that to ladder OCC and export that. Okay, and now in GIMP, let's open that one up. That's going to be behind it, and I just take this and copy it. and go over here and paste it. Oops. Then go to my layers and switch that layer on multiply. Click this button and then multiply. And I'll just lower that just a little bit. I'll save as, and I'll save right in my work in progress directory. This is my ladder color map. And really, that's all I really need for this. This ladder is too small to have a normal map. It would be inefficient. The surface noise isn't really that big. Okay, now next, go back here and just make sure that it's back on ladder kit OCC. Okay, make sure that's the right format. Make sure it's in the right directory. So this is ladder kit color map. TGA. And it looks like this. Weird. Let's save that again. If that happens again, I'm going to have to merge these layers. And though I don't know how it could. There we go. That's the right one. It's got the OCC burned at the top. It's just a small little thing, but now it has a nice surface noise to it. You know, I like it a lot better. Alright, now these all have the same texture, right? They all have the same material. The material is going to be called ladder kit. In here, I need this to be color map. I need it also to be on the UVs. I'll hit pre-multiply just to make it a little bit darker. And there we go. I can now export these as 3 separate OBJs. In my clean assets directory. We'll call this piece wall mount. How about ladder wall mount? Down below, selection only, and hit export. Now this probably did all 3 objects because they're all 3 combined. Oops. So here I need to separate these. So mesh, vertices, separate, selection. Highlight the next one with L. Vertices, separate by selection. Now they're 3 separate parts. So this can be now highlighted in object mode, and then I export it out. My bad. See, there's a lot to this. Clean assets, This is my ladder wall mount. Selection only. Materials UVs. Export. This is my ladder collet. Selection only. Export. And this is my ladder steps. Okay, now anytime in the future if I want to use these as pipes or anything else, I have those. And I just have to clean up the actually MTL files and I should be good to go. Now there's 3 MTL files. Here's my collet. Notice it says ladder kit color map. That's what texture it's using. This one's using ladder kit color map as well. So really this is 3 separate parts, but they're all using the same texture, which makes it really lean. There we go. Those are now clean. Now do I have that texture in here? Probably not, because that was in my work in progress. So it's called ladder kit color map. And I'll paste that in here. So this, all these can now be moved into my game. And if I want to organize this, I can go folder, and I'll call this ladder kit. And that's a way to organize it within game. All right, let's move on to the next video.